Good afternoon, everybody. So I have a beautiful vintage compressor to show everybody today. This has been a project I bought some time ago to restore and hopefully get working again, but I'm running systematically excuse me, out of time and space. So this is the V-twin compressor, and it was made by Bellanger, the Bellanger brothers. Just see their little gold label on the side of this beautiful V-twin compressor. And I've been spending a lot of time cleaning up all this beautiful brass and copper pipe work. You see the fins on the copper pipe there, really lovely condition. All the brass fitments and the high pressure steel pipes coming into this gorgeous cast iron tank. Then round to the front you have the original brass plaque in place, which is dated I think the 14th of June 1960, and it measures 36 by 12, so I'm unsure if this is now 150 litres, which is how I bought it, but it might be a 100-litre tank, so please bear that in mind when you look at it. And it's on these massive solid rubber wheels with the greasing points for the shaft, and so a single phase electric motor. And the motor, let's see if I can get in closer here so you can get some details from it. So the motor runs and seems to run nice and quiet, but then gets very, very hot and will thermally switch off. And so from that point then I just tested it to see if the tank would start to hold pressure, which it does. And then I've either assumed I was going to take the motor and get I believe when they get hot it could well be this capacitor which needs replacing. There we go, just looking at all the beautiful valves and shut-off valves and additional pipework and take-off points, little pressure gauge, and again a secondary take-off point all the way around, and then little drain valve brass again on the underside. And the main pressure gauge for the tank itself with a pressure relief as well. So let me show you what she sounds like when I plug her in. I'll just plug her in briefly because she, with these metal exhaust baffles on, just is such a gorgeously quiet compressor in operation. So, running, and okay, so that's really all I've done to her. That's just been cleaning up and then loosely putting back all the pipe work after it's been cleaned up. Yeah, it's gorgeous solid brass oil filling point for the compressor crankcase. It's just a beautifully built piece of kit, incredibly heavy. I'd be estimating the weight at, I can lift so when I move some of the things I've moved around, like a piece of slate I had, and I think that was 150 pounds, this is definitely heavier. So I would think it must be of the order of 200 plus pounds in weight, maybe it's as much as 250 pounds, but it moves really well with the wheels and the cradle. Okay guys, so there she is. That's the Bellanger vintage 1960 air compressor. Needs finishing, but I would hope for somebody that's a really worthwhile project. It's such a gorgeous looking compressor, and the compressor itself sounds really smooth in operation. So once the motor overheat is sorted out, hopefully that would give somebody not just a useful tool, but just a beautiful talking point for any workshop. Okay guys, my knowledge on this particular compressor is very limited, and I've been struggling to get much information about it. So actually, if any of you've got any more information, I'd love to hear about it, or if there's any questions you have which I might be able to answer, please just ask. Thanks for now guys. Bye for now.